Today we shall speak about Shraddha. There is a difference between the two words Shraddha and Shraddha. Shraddha means obsequies, ceremonies performed post-death of somebody. We are not speaking about Shraddha, which also has its origin from the other word we are speaking about today, and that is Shraddha. What is Shraddha? Shraddha is not merely faith. Swami Vivekananda says that it is difficult to translate this word Shraddha into English language. There are no words for this. So Shraddha is a great concept. Shraddha is not merely faith as many people understand, but it is something more. What is that something more? It is the will plus faith. To explain, suppose there are a lot of jewels in the other room and there is a thief sitting here and he knows that there is the wonderful thing there in the other room. To know that there is something in the other room is like having faith that it is there. This is ordinary faith. But along with this faith, to struggle, to dig a hole or to break the wall, to get the wealth that is there in the other room, that tremendous will to achieve what he wants to is called Shraddha. Shraddha is will fortified by intense faith. That is, every one of us has this willpower, more or less. In many of us it is weak, in some of us it is strong, and in men of realization it is of paramount strength. This Shraddha is of absolute importance in order to achieve anything in this life. Therefore, Swami Vivekananda stressed on this Shraddha again and again and again. Starting from the Vedas, starting from the most ancient Vedic times, we have this Shraddha concept. The sages of the Vedas say, Shraddhâ agnis samidhyate. The very fire that is invoked in a sacrifice is lit with Shraddha, with the tremendous will, the willpower that yes, we will perform the sacrifice that achieves something great. Any work that we do needs this willpower. So what is Shraddha? Shraddha means first having faith that what I am going to do or achieve is something that can be achieved. And the second thing is the will to do it, the ichcha, the willpower. This Shraddha is dormant in most of us because of one important thing that happens in our lives. Because we fail in many things in our lifetime, we develop a negative attitude. This negative attitude weakens the willpower. We may have faith, but we don't have the will to achieve it. We may have faith in God, but we will not have the will to achieve the goal. Why? Because we think it is not for us. That's a high ideal for us, we think. Any ideal for that matter becomes high or unachievable or distant from us because our will is weak. Why is the will weak? We have no self-confidence because of our negative attitude. So Swami Vivekananda and Sri Ramakrishna told us always, be strong, be bold, be positive, think positive thoughts. If only you knew how negative thoughts harm you, you would never think of a negative thought. So, positive thinking is the first step to achieve this Shraddha. Suppose there is a goal. Suppose you have to achieve something which appears difficult now, which is an impossible task apparently. What you must do is, you must cultivate that Shraddha. I will do it. I shall achieve that goal. How will I do it? I shall not think of the goal at this very moment. I shall begin step by step. When I work, the goal will automatically be reached. I am not going to think of the goal first. I know that is the goal. I am positive that I can achieve it, and I shall do whatever is to be done now. This is what Shraddha requires of us. The will, the tenacity, the strength and the courage to achieve something in which we have faith. Each one of us is born with infinite capabilities. Sanatana Dharma teaches us that each one of us is strong and powerful and have infinite capabilities within us. We don't realize that. We die as ordinary mortals, life after life, because of this negative attitude. We think we are nothing. We think we are nobodies. We think we cannot achieve anything. This is the negativity that has been inserted into us life after life, through nature, through our environment, through our own negative thinking. This must go. We must have a positive attitude. Yes, we will achieve everything. Yes, everything can be done. We will achieve everything good and great in this life. And what is the greatest thing that we can achieve? That is God. God is our goal. The self is our only goal. The other goals are subsidiary goals. We are busy. We are householders. Can we have such goals? Yes, for every one of us, Sanatana Dharma has declared that that is the goal. Your goal is God. God is the only goal. That is your goal. So, with the faith that God is there, with the faith that He is in the heart, with the faith that He is omnipresent, with the faith that He can be achieved, because hundreds and hundreds of illumined saints have shown us the path and have attained to that goal, we must forge ahead. And as Jesus Christ says, everything else shall be added unto us. Everything will be added unto us. We need not worry about this or that. We forge ahead. Whatever our duties, whatever be our situation in life, whatever be our caste, whatever be our race, our goal is to attain the highest, and we will struggle to attain the highest. That is our ideal. We are here for that. Therefore, Sri Ramakrishna and Swami Vivekananda insisted upon every one of us to have this positive attitude of Shraddha, faith plus the willpower, the courage, the determination to achieve something. Sanatana Dharma is not for the weak. Sanatana Dharma or Vedanta is for the strong. You must be strong. Every one of us has this strength within us. It is not that it is something which is to be superimposed or to be cultivated. It is there in us. It must be awakened, that's all. Why is it dormant? Why is it asleep? Because we have put in numerous negative thoughts. All the yogas require Shraddha as the first and foremost step. Adau Shraddha. That is what the Bhakti Path says. The Bhakti Yogi teaches us that the first thing you require is faith plus the will. You must have faith that there is a God who is all forgiving, all loving, extremely benevolent. He loves us. And then you must have the decision, the firm decision in the mind that I shall attain God. This shall be my goal. My life shall be dedicated to God. Whatever I have done in the past is nothing. Whatever I was in the past is nothing. Now I shall attain God. This is my goal. So this should be the first and foremost thing in our life. Shraddha in the path of bhakti. Coming to Jnana Yoga, the path of knowledge, the Jnani also asks us to have 6 requirements, 6 things. Of the 6, Shraddha, Uparati, Samadhana, etc. are all there, but one important quality that we must have to follow the path of Jnana is Shraddha. That determination, that conviction that there is a great goal to achieve and I shall achieve it. I have the will, I have the desire, I have the capacity, and I shall achieve it. This determination should be there. In the path of Karma Yoga, you cannot work without having some willpower or some motivation to work. Salary is a very ordinary motivation. Millions and millions of us think that we are working to earn a salary so that we can eat ourselves and then feed the family. That is not the ideal. There is a higher ideal to work for, and that ideal for which millions and millions of us are working is the expression of our creativity. There is innate creativity and we are trying to express that. Most of us do not get the opportunity to express our creativity the way we wish, but creativity can be expressed in whatever work we do. A simple typing can be creative. A simple talking can be creative. Everything can be creative, but we don't understand. We are dissatisfied with the work we do because we think we are great singers, but we have to type. We think we are great writers, but we have to do medical work. So such conflicts are there. Any work can be creative if the will is set right and if the goal is right. The Karma Yogi sets a very high ideal for himself. The Atman, the Self, or God is his ideal and he does everything to please God. Whatever the type of work he or she does here is of no consequence. He may be cleaner in a hotel, he may be serving dishes in this thing. That is not at all of any consequence. For that person, the only thing that is essential is to work, expression of creativity, expression of the will, so that through the act of selfless service, he can attain God. So the path of karma also insists upon our having this Shraddha. Then comes the path of yoga. The yogic path, the path of meditation, appears to be simple because we sit quietly closing our eyes, but that is not as easy as it is. For the yogi to have that meditative consciousness, that contemplative mentality is not so easy. Several things are necessary beforehand. There is that yama, there is that niyama, and so on. And of these qualities, the fundamental thing necessary is to strengthen the will. No ordinary person can pray, no ordinary person can meditate, no ordinary person can follow the path of karma yoga, no ordinary person can ever be a jnani. A person who has a gigantic will, a tremendous willpower that I shall achieve. And such a person with such a Shraddha alone can achieve it. Shraddham kamasya mataram. Shraddham kamasya mataram havisha vardhayamasi. Shraddha is the mother of all virtues that we can have, all things we can have. A person with Shraddha can attain everything. Yo yat Shraddha Sayeva Saha. How much Shraddha you have? Tell me. The person is equal to the amount of Shraddha he or she has. How does this Shraddha grow in us? I have a will, but I am very weak. I feel hesitant to do something or take up something because I may fail. How to cultivate this Shraddha? Havisha vardhayamasi. Havis means to pour oblations into the sacred fire. Shraddha grows as we develop and cultivate it. Little successes in life. Remember all those successes you had in this life. Remember them. Develop them into a personality. Make yourself a personality of success, a successful personality and not a negative personality. Develop that personality and you will have Shraddha. And with that Shraddha, you go ahead and attain the goal. Every one of us is born to do great things. This is Swami Vivekananda's statement. Each one of us is a lion or a lioness. We are not lambs. We are not ordinary people coming here to eat grass. We are here to achieve great things. A Vedantin is a lion, Kshatra Virya and Brahma Teja. These two are the essential qualities of a Vedantin. We are all followers of this Vedantic path, and then our goal is to attain the highest through this path of either knowledge or karma or bhakti or yoga. And for all these things, the fundamental thing that is necessary is Shraddha. Oh, this Shraddha etc. is for elders only, not for children. No. In the Upanishads, as Swami Vivekananda has pointed out, Nachiketa had this Shraddha. All little children had this tremendous Shraddha, tremendous will and faith with which they attained their goals. So every one of us, either young or old, of whichever race or caste or community or whichever, every one of us can be good and great, and everything is already within us. All we need to do is to awaken the Shraddha. Let us all have this great power of Shraddha to attain the highest, is our humble prayer.